cos theta sin pi, you can reduce it to sin theta plus pi, that formula. So you're getting 1 minus e to the power of xi omega nt divided by square root of 1 minus theta square sin omega dt plus theta. This can be written as again 1 minus e to the power of xi omega nt divided by square root of 1 minus xi square sin omega n omega w omega d can be written as omega n square root of 1 minus eta square into t plus theta is tan inverse of square root of 1 minus eta square by xi. Just now I showed a trigonometric relationship in that tan inverse is nothing but theta is tan inverse of square root of 1 minus eta square by 1 minus xi square by xi for t greater than or equal to 0. Now the error signal for the system is the difference between the input and output, and is error signal E of t is equal to R of t minus E of t. So you are getting it as E of t minus R of t. I know E of t is R of t minus C of t. So when you are doing like that, you are getting it as e to the power of psi omega nt divided by into cos omega dt plus xi square root of 1 minus eta square sin omega dt for t greater than or equal to 0. So how you are getting this? Now you are getting C of t as this much. This is the C of t. This you have to substitute from R of t. Okay, this you have to consider from R of t. R of t is nothing but error signal is the difference between the input and output. So you have to find that the error signal exhibits a damped sinusoidal oscillations when you are observing this is a damp at a steady state or at t is equal to infinity. No error exists between the output and input. If eta is 0, the response becomes undamped and oscillation continue indefinitely. The response C of t for the zero damping case is Z of t is equal to 1 minus cos omega n t for t greater than or equal to 0. Thus omega represented the undamped natural frequency. Omega d is equal to omega n for psi is equal to 0. Omega d less than omega n for psi greater than or equal to 0. So the time response of underdamped psi is greater than 1. The second order system is plotted. So unit step response of second order underdamped system. There you can see the response is so slowly decaying. The oscillation is slowly decaying. This is nothing but 1 minus 1 plus e to the power of psi omega nt divided by square root of 1 minus eta square and 1 minus psi square. I am confusing with that symbol, so you take it properly. Psi. Okay, so